Honey, Paul found something else silly and weird to review again. I hear you saying it. You might not be saying it now, but you will in a minute. I'm that Paul guy. Hold on a second. We got something for you. All right, so what we actually have for you is a gaming keypad. Now you're thinking, okay, that's what? Exactly. Now, some people will be familiar with these, other people won't. If you are new to PC gaming, you might be trying to struggle through trying to figure out where all the keys on the keyboard are. If you are a diehard PC gamer and you don't already have something like this, I took a look at this because they actually make some pretty decent hardware. Not quite top of the line like some of the brands out there that you would find, but a pretty decent hardware. And it usually comes fairly highly rated. Yeah, customer reviews are usually pretty good on it. So this one happens to be the Redragon keypad. Now Redragon spelt with one D, so it's like Redragon, but it's the 585, and this is an RGB keypad. I'm going to tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and what I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get over. First of all, it's a good solid, it comes packed very well, and I was really happy the way it was packed. It comes in a hard plastic shell that when I tried to take it out, I thought I was going to break something trying to take it out. It is seated in there very well. It's very tight. It did not jump around or move around, and it did very well in shipping, and I was pretty pleased with that. It actually comes looking like this right out of the box, and there's a couple things obviously that comes right off. It's magnetic. Ta-da! Very convenient. You're probably going to want to leave this on when you're gaming. On my keyboards, I usually do not use one because I have something on my desktop. I have a mouse pad on my desktop that covers the entire thing, and it's fairly comfortable on my wrists. And my keyboard's kind of low profile. I'll link the keyboard and a couple other things. As you go through the video, you'll see a few things pop up of other weird things I've reviewed before. But in this case, this gaming keypad does have a magnetic armrest or wrist rest. I would recommend leaving it on there because it does raise up a little bit higher, and there's no standoffs. So there's no way to adjust the height on it or anything. So once your arm or your hand gets in a pretty good position, I would probably leave it there. And I found that very convenient. It does have USB on the top of it. I'm not going to zoom in on the camera. Sorry, you're just going to have to trust me on that if you can't see it very well on the camera. It has a USB-A, which is your normal USB. It's a 2.0, and it does also connect via the USB to Type-C adapter. It's about 1.5 meters long, about 4.5 feet for people in imperial measurement. Like a meter and a half. Well, it's probably about 1.5 meters long. It does. It's braided, very high. I would say high quality, very solid, very sturdy, connects very easily, and I was really happy with that. So the construction of the keyboard itself was solid. The magnetic armrest or wrist rest was excellent. In the package here is a couple of extra switches. I believe there was 4 switches in here, and these particular switches they're blue, mechanical blue switch equivalent. A lot of people would call them cherry blues, MX cherry blue, but there's so many other different brands that are making equivalent keys now. It's mechanical. There are some extra replacements in case for some reason or another you wear it out, and it does come with a keycap puller. So I was really happy about that. There's also a smaller metal band in there that you can pull these switches out to replace them with the ones they provided extra. I'm certainly hoping these are when you wear the other ones out, not because they're expecting several of them to go bad, but after playing for a while, all the keys are solid. Everything seems to be placed pretty well, and I don't think I was going to run into any kind of danger tearing keys up or messing them up or anything like that. It worked out very well when I was trying to play. Another thing that I found that I really did like, other than the USB pass-through, I thought that was a pretty good idea. I might have preferred that to be USB 3, especially since you've got a USB Type-C connector on it, and you're probably going to be taking up a USB slot thinking it's a USB-C and only getting a USB 2. I might have gone with a USB 3 on that, just for general purpose. But one of the things I really did like is as I had it on my desk, and I was able to position it at an angle, whereas the keyboard, I'm more looking at it straight on. This, I was able to take it at an angle, so it's more ergodynamic. And I found that I've got fairly large hands, but I think even smaller hands would find out that the positioning of the keys is pretty much perfect for what you want, because the thumb ends up being on the space bar, and the pinky finger ends up being right over the shift button, which a lot of times is for accelerate or running or things like that, and the space bar is used for jumping in certain games. So I found that very comfortable, and I didn't think it would be because of the layout and spacing, and I was at first kind of miffed. I was expecting some kind of indicator or something that would let me know where the WASD were by feel, if nothing else. But what I found when I put my hand on the keyboard, it was very, very easy to find, and I never once got lost doing it. And that kind of surprises me, because on several keyboards I've tried to take a look at, it's very easy to lose your hand placement or your arm placement. This, I found, like I said, I was able to take it at an angle, and it was very, very comfortable. I found that even after quite a while of gaming, the natural position of my hand and at an angle like it was, and everything being right there within reach, was very comfortable and very easy. One of the things I did not like, and this might sound nitpicky, it's an RGB keypad, keyboard, whatever you want, gaming keyboard or keypad or whatever you want to refer to it as. It's an RGB, and I'm probably showing some B-roll right here, but there's no real way to control the lights. Now, that does have an app. It will work right away. You don't have to download any software, but they do have a driver of type, or a light control driver that you can download to go on it. It's on their website. You just download it. However, it doesn't really do anything except for change the lights on my keyboard instead of the keypad. Now, the gaming keypad wouldn't change at all. It's got like 4 lighting modes, and one of them is a steady changing of color, which if you could do it like that and it goes through the entire rainbow of colors, if you could have it steady like that, why couldn't you just freeze it on one shade? So Redragon, when you go back and look at this product and look at that software, maybe think about something like that. Also, maybe think about making that a USB 3 instead of USB 2. I don't know how much cheaper that would be. The other things I didn't like about this keypad, yeah, that was the end of the list, really. It was just the lighting. And I found that if I just left it on that one steady thing where my keyboard is lit up in a blue shade, if I just left it on that one steady light where it would change slowly, it didn't bother me near as much as if I tried to leave it off completely. So I think that's the way I will go with it when I use this again. I do plan on using it again. It was very comfortable. Other thing, I should have mentioned this in the likes, and I'll kind of circle back to it right now, is it does have a manual that has a short list of instructions. And I mean short. I mean, there's not much to it at all. So you don't get much in the way of software. You don't get much in the way of instruction. It does allow you to set up, it has several macro buttons on it that you can set up both the lighting combination, which you have to do in the macro. You have to hit record, whatever lighting combination, and then the button you're going to use to record the macro, and then the action. But it does not allow you to, say, press and hold a button while hitting another button and record that action. Other actions work pretty easily, and I was able to set up very, very easily, and the instructions were clear enough for that. But that was the only thing missing, and I have not worked with macros enough to know if that's common or not. But say in a game like No Man's Sky, where you're pressing F to use a scanner, and then there's a couple of different modes on that scanner, and you have to hit the number buttons, it would not allow you to cycle through that while holding one button down. So something like that did not work. However, if you were using that in the place of a combination of in series, that seems to work okay. So I was, maybe that's my inexperience with macros, or it could possibly be something with this keypad, but I'm going to chalk it up to just my inexperience with macros, and I think I'm going to stick to the manual way of doing things anyway. But anyway, overall, I ordered it on Amazon for $40. I'll leave the link below. It's not an affiliate link. Solid piece of equipment. If you're looking for a gift for the holidays and you've got a PC gamer, or you're new to PC gaming and you don't want to spend a lot of money but you're just not sure what to give. In fact, I'm probably going to do a video that has just gifts or just ideas of $40 and under for people with PCs. So I mean, you're not going to try to go out and buy them a new processor or a new motherboard, or maybe not even a new keyboard or something, but there's some other little things like a USB hub, or you know, something like this that might be a good idea. So I'll go ahead and do that, but this would definitely be on that list, and I think it's going to be. I think it was $39.99 at Amazon. Like I said, I'll leave you the link so you can look at it yourself. I don't know if you've used a gaming pad before like this. I don't know if you are new to it or what level of experience you have with PC gaming, but I found it very comfortable to use. I found it very likable. It was more expensive than the mechanical keyboard that I'm using, but I'm very forgiving of that, so I'm okay. It was worth it. It was, and I would pay it again, I believe. So in a nutshell, that's it. All my likes, I've listed them. The quality of the build, the availability, the extras they have come with it, the way it was packed. The dislikes, I could use a little bit more instruction, especially because it's the first time I've ever used one of these, and the way you have your lights set up. End of list. So there you have it, folks. Hopefully you find it interesting, interesting at least enough to kind of take a look at and consider. And that's all I have for right now. So as always, you're welcome to do all those YouTube things like and share and subscribe and everything. But until next time, that's all I got. So Redragon, it's a 585 gaming keypad, and I kind of liked it.